Good evening, and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jenny. We've spent the last number of episodes mastering gleba. We've got a whole lot of things done. We've just finished putting together, well, our little micro-explosive build, which takes care of all our explosive rockets. I did miss a few things, like I don't have concrete here, I don't have pipes here. We'll get around to fixing those in a minute. Also, we put together, well, our iron and copper needs for our red circuits, our blue circuits, our green circuits, also, well, copper plate, outright, and LDS. Below that, we have our bioflux. We're making lots of bioflux. It's made instantly and shoved in rockets whenever we need bioflux out in orbit. Also making rocket fuel, a whole lot of rocket fuel. Keep the place running. Also making plastic. Also making just a tiny bit of carbon fiber, 240 per second roughly, give or take it just a one or two. And also, as I said, made the iron and copper. Today, we only have one item left to make, and that is going back up to our example. It is science. But before we get to science, there's one other thing I need to look at, and that is, well, our ship. Our wonderful ship, the Common Man. The Common Man has been working his way out towards the Shadow Planet for, I don't know, about 10 episodes now. And as you can see, we're almost there. We're just about to reach the peak of, well, as many asteroids as we possibly can per second, which means, before we get there, I ask that very important question. Of course, that very important question being, can I borrow a like? Just like to borrow a like early in the video. I hope the video didn't enjoy the video. Well, today we're going to be making sure that our Common Man can make it all the way to the Shadow Planet. Yeah, that's going to be our plan. So for right now, I'm going to, no, that's too far zoom, that's the max zoom. We're going to turn off the GUI and run time forward. Actually, no, we're going to keep the GUI on. Yeah, we're going to keep the GUI on because I want to see when we get to, what's that? 3.9 million kilometers from the solar system edge. I want to get to that peak and see exactly how much red dust floats around. So let me run time forward just a minute. Well, we're here. We've come up on the thickest part of the asteroids. Well, actually, well, maybe we haven't. Maybe we haven't. Maybe we've got a little while to go. What's that peak right there? There. It still says 3.9. Oh, no, it's going the fall down. So this is the thickest part of the asteroid field, which means if we can survive here, the Common Man can survive absolutely anywhere. And how are we going? Well, it's a red, thick mist. And gosh, I do hope, well, future Jenny, editing Jenny managed to quieten down the explosives just a little bit. As for our buffers, rockets, we're full. Railguns, we're full. Coming to the back of the ship, we can see iron's full, ice is full. We have a whole bunch of asteroids coming in and going through the magic of re-rolling. Not that it looks like we're doing a whole lot of re-rolling. I should also mention that if I show FPS, yeah, the game's not running as fast as it used to because this ship is just consuming a lot of FPS, an awful lot of FPS. This is the thing with the Shadow Planet and well, this area of the galaxy. It eats FPS and UPS. Our carbon asteroid buffer's not completely full, but it's full on one side. So I'll take that. Actually, is it full on one side? Yeah, that's full. And that's full as well. So it's full on one side. So the buffer's 50% full. So I'll take that as a win as well. And, well, we don't have any spare asteroids in here, which is definitely a good sign-ish, I guess. As for our fuel, well, we're running at about 90% efficiency, it looks like. So we're trying to run on low fuel to keep the efficiency nice and high, which means we're not putting full thrust in. We could try. What are you short on? You're shorter on the blue one. Can we try this one? Can I turn you off? And we'll just copy that to there. And cool. Nah, she doesn't get much faster. She really doesn't get much faster. She just choose more fuel to go not really much faster. Yeah, let's copy the smarts back just in case. Enable, disable, and copy back to your friends. And yeah. Oh, and we have odd explosions going up on the side still. Yeah, there's some sizable asteroids along the sides that we might need to clear out. But yes, out here you only have a whole lot of promethium and the occasional giant rock. Now, because this has a couple of grabbers at the front, pick you up, well, other asteroid types, and as you can see, we're full of ice and of iron. Well, they're really aiming to get carbon, a whole lot of carbon, and if we get carbon, it should get shunted down and sent down into the Great Balancer. I don't know why they're full of the others. I'm guessing there's something wrong with the smarts. Yeah, it looks like there's something wrong with the smarts. It looks like it's not accounting for hands. Okay, because that was added to the game afterwards, because previously you couldn't count what was in the grabber's hands, which led to a few problems like this. Yeah, I don't know if there's a quick way to fix that, but even if I don't need to fix it, it seems like we're going fine. This signal is carrying just your output. Okay. So yes, if where are we? Here? Oh, it's a buffer overflow system. Yeah, I'm not going to try and fix that on the fly. That sounds like a really bad idea. All right, so Common Man has made it to 320. And, well, like I said, everything's going fine. In theory, we should be picking up more carbon. We're not picking up more carbon because there's a slight problem with the blueprint, but that's fine. I'm not picking it on the fly. I'm fixing it on the fly because it's made us all the way to here so far. Oh, actually, I should check on fuel. So, we were meant to have 500 in here. So we burnt through 500 fuel cells so far, getting all the way out here. And power-wise, 10 hours? 10 hours? I'd say we've been perfectly fine. We are sort of peaking out right now, and actually should also look at probably the most important one, kills. That's a lot of small promethium. That's a lot of huge promethium. Funnily enough, more ice. Oh, that's medium. Big, huge. Okay, no, there's a lot of promethium we've had to dig our way through. Yeah, we can sort of see that curve matches that curve awfully well. Wow, we've been out here for 10 hours. Can you turn that off? Yeah, the ship's been flying for about 9 hours. Wow. Okay, also production. Can I reset that? Yeah, the ship's been flying for about 9 hours. 10 hours? Can I go to 50-hour graph? Yeah, so this is when we took it around. I took it around. I went and topped it up with, well, materials to get it started and get everything bootstrapped. And then from there on, it's been flying. So it's taken us 10 hours to go from Navas to, well, almost the shadow planet. We can call it 10 hours for round figures. And can we go the last 10 minutes? So, explosives, we're consuming 172. We're making 172. How much can we actually produce is a whole different question. We can produce per minute 21,000. So just a tiny bit of overbuilding because we're only using 17,000. As for explosive rockets, let's go with 10 hours. Yep, we can definitely see that curve went up. Probably explosive matched it. Not so much, actually. Okay, railgun rounds. Yeah, the other graphs are too big. Can you turn that one off? And that one off? No. That one off and that one off. Okay, that one off and that one off. Yeah, after we start firing railgun rounds, we just pretty much keep firing railgun rounds. You actually don't use that much railgun rounds at least. And our permanent production is 5.4k. We're consuming 5.4k and 460. So how many rockets can we make per second? This line, this is normal rockets, this is explosive rockets. That whole line's worth is per minute 5,000, and we're consuming 5,000. So we're burning through rockets as fast as we're making them. So this whole line should be moving. The last like 3 or 4 machines are not, so it's pretty much maxed out. As for the railgun rounds, we could produce 1,100, and we're only firing about half that. So a little bit of overproduction on the railgun rounds, a little bit of overproduction on the rockets, but not by a lot. The explosive rockets, the normal rockets seem to be, are going to be matched ratio-wise to those. Coal explosives, a little bit of overproduction, but like Little bit of overproduction is just a bit of a safety margin. A bit of a safety margin if you want to come through and redesign the ship. If you wanted to make it a little bit lighter, you want to add, I don't know, promethium hauling, or maybe... How long does the legendary fish last? Fish. Legendary fish lasts 5 hours. Okay, you can't... The ship's so slow you can't even fly a legendary fish all the way out to the solar system edge and out to the shattered planet. But you can consider it at least. Oh, biter. How long does the biter last? Where are we? Biter egg. Spell time? Why does it say fire? Oh, because that's the recipe. I want the item. Can you have this and you make... Nope, that doesn't help. I want the item, not the... 5 biter eggs turn to 1 biter. Okay. Spoil time, 1 hour. Yeah. I don't know what takes 10 hours to spoil. I thought it would be a fish. Bioflux? No, bioflux doesn't even last long enough. Well, that's a shame. Okay. I don't think you can bring anything out here. Yeah. I can't think of anything that has a longer spoil time, naturally, than bioflux, because that has the 2-hour limit. So yeah, turns out the ship's too slow to take anything out to the shattered planet, but you could probably squeeze a few more engines on here. You know, you'd have to rearrange the back end of the ship. It also means you couldn't stop anywhere, but then you're probably not planning on stopping, just like the ship hasn't stopped in the last 10 hours. But we're only almost there. I think what we really have to do for completion's sake is, well, wait another 50,000 kilometers until she actually arrives at a destination. And we've arrived at our destination. You know the sad thing? There's no achievement. There's no pop-up. There's no nothing. There is an achievement for, where are we? Shattered planet. Find shattered. 10,000, 30,000, 60,000. Actually getting to the shattered planet? Nothing. Also, there's no planet for you to drop to. But if you are running the mod, oh, my mod's been turned off. Okay, I don't even have the shadow planet in the background. Can I go to you? Oh, yeah, I've definitely got the mods turned off. Give me a sec, let me go find the mod. This is what you can have in the background if you go download a mod to have a planet in the background of every ship. Yep, it's a mod I like using, just so we know which orbit ships are in very quickly and very easily. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. The ship is here, it is parked, and it's still slowing down. So until it finally stops moving, there's still going to be a decent amount of asteroids coming towards us. But when it finally stops, well, the asteroid death wave should slow down. And then the big question is, now the common man's made it, can actually survive here. So I'm going to leave the common man here for a little bit. Yep, and whilst it sits here, I'm going to go duck off, and I'm going to just do a couple little fixes on gleba. Just a couple of little things that I noticed, you know, some things I can improve. A few minor things taken care of, and our wonderful little ship is just parked in orbit. It's actually been sitting here for about an hour at this time, and it's living here quite happily. As you can see, we have all the asteroid grabbers on, because you don't end up with a lot of rocks that are not red coming this direction. Obviously, also having higher level grabbers would definitely help out. But this is our common man, our common ship that has nothing but, well, normal quality parts. In case you wanted to be silly enough to fly all the way out here to say you could. As for our buffers, well, our ammo buffers are full. Carbon is more full than when we last looked at it. This is full on 2 lanes for a good portion, and this is full on 2 lanes for a little bit. Oh, that's repair packs. It's stacked repair packs. Oh, actually, damage of hull. We're stopped at the Shadow Planet. Damage. Trips 1. Damage. Health 100. No, is it control? No, it's got no scroll bar on it. I know it should say damage there somewhere. A smaller ship. Oh, it doesn't say damage whilst it's not moving. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're not moving, so I guess we haven't taken any damage. Yes, we have just a little bit of both iron and ice backed up. Reactor's going fine. Research is finished. Oh, research productivity number 48. Nice. And actually, if we look at repair packs, well, they're full stacks. So, yeah, we haven't even used a single repair pack on the way out here. Yeah, I'd say the ship's done well. As for what I've been doing, just a few minor things around the house. One thing I didn't get a chance to do was this. Can I put you here? Can I filter spoilage, please? Vertically flip. Can I put that there with a splitter there and a splitter there? Yeah, just taking care of minor few things around the place. Well, making sure builds were working as they were intended to. Come on. Go insert it. You can do it. Hey, remember you can't do it. Almost. So close. Come on. Anything prior to that will get removed at least. So that should give you a chance to catch up. Alright, we'll have to come back. Yeah, longhand inserters, maybe not the best idea. Maybe I need to... Can I swap those two? Not really, sort of. I can swap those two with some difficulty. Put you on the right. No, you can't be on the right. I'm going to get spoilage off the belt, which would end up being this tile still. No, it'd be this tile, wouldn't it? No, because you're wide. I'll have to see. Imagine after he catches up, it'll be fine, but he's not catching up. I could. No. Put that back there. And then gives two of you for when it's really bad. Then you should catch up. Ooh, caught up. Yeah, all caught up. Cool. Alright, did change that one, obviously. Also made a couple of fixes down here. We had a problem. Was this one? Yeah, rocket fuel. Rocket fuel had some inserters in the wrong places. Got all those fixed. Plastic. I had spoilage building up on one of the belts. I think it was the fruit belt. And the inserter was off by a tile. Again, fixed that one. This, there was lots of suggestions what I could do here to, well, fix the spoilage out belt to make sure it fed back into carbon. And long story short is, because we are mass making spoilage right here, it's just not worth it. So just rearranged this, lost one beacon. That's why there's the occasional gap in the belt. But apart from that, perfectly fine. Did change this to have two bidirectional inserters, which does mean that you need to kick in for you to kick in for you to kick in, which is fine. I could route our, well, our iron bacteria all the way over here, but let's be honest, we only need half a belt's worth of iron or half a belt's worth of copper. Then I guess that's perfectly fine. Yeah, you're currently shut down and you won't boot up until this is empty, and then finally you boot up. Oh, also didn't add a couple of inserters here because it was not quite fast enough. Yep. And this takes a little while to boot up. Target full. Target full because all that's rotted and the belt's not moving. Yep. So did do a couple of minor things. Oh, also, was it this one? This one. I want to add a second stack inserter here. And that was about it. Oh, and added a whole lot of burners along here just to make sure that we could take the extra belts, oh, well, the extra bits of mold that we're stacking up occasionally and get rid of them. And I've now seen that I probably want to do the same on this side. I put you there. And I don't care about mold on that belt. I do this here. I do here. The thing is, it forces everything to the right. So technically all the mold ends up on the right, possibly, but also possibly on the left, because left is used the least. Yeah, and I want to do this one. You don't have power. Cool. I wonder how many other ones didn't have power. You're good, you're good. Yeah, you should be good, you should be good, you should be good. And yes. Okay. So, want to do that. The other thing I need to do is I need to take the rockets from here and run them up to the main base. And I also want to change this. Can I copy Well, seeds. Seeds. We're maxed out on seeds here and we're maxed out on seeds here. The belts are completely backed up on one side. So what I'd like to do is this and this. And I cut this and can I put this here? And then can I do that? Yep. And yeah, that was my phone. My bad. I apologize. Okay, do that, that, and that. Okay, we're going to start stacking our seeds on both sides of the belt, which means I'm going to turn you off on all of them. And that way they should start heading over here. You would end up... Wow, that's a lot of seeds. Where are all the seeds? 15,000. Oh, there's a storage chest full of them. That's not what I wanted. Oh, there's active provider chest full of them. You're meant to get seeds in here instead. And you're meant to get seeds in here. And you're meant to burn them if... Oh, you have over 600. You have 800 currently. Oh, can I get you? Can I copy you there? And can you have a dedicated burner? Can I do the same here? Because it looks like you don't have enough burning space to get rid of the excess when we need to get rid of the excess. Cool. All right, so I want to do that. I also definitely want to turn off my robots. What's the best way to do this? The best way is just to feed on the other side of the belt, actually. And that way these guys can empty. Because I don't want to destroy the boxes with like 3,000 seeds in them each. Okay, can I do the same over here? Oh, can I do you? Can I do... Where are we? It's down here. Okay, so, actually, no. I want to copy this chest that's requesting all the random quality seeds, bring that down here, and throw that there with a plate inserter to shove that in there. Cool. I want to get that done. I also want to... Well, basically that. Except you guys would not need to do this. So can I go to here instead? And I just make that a straight belt, like so. And then I can do that. A little bit winky wonky, but that's okay. That can get fixed up later. All right. So they're the two things I definitely want to have done. I definitely want to... No, it's now it's making me feel bad. It's winky wonky. Okay, can I put you... There would be ideal. Okay, can I remove this part and this part? Can I have you go lefty, righty? Okay, can I put you here and here? And then can I turn you off? And I guess I can do that and fix these up a minute after they're empty. I say a minute, probably going to be quite some time. All right, so I should put seeds on both sides of the belt, which doesn't really help me because I'm barring them going onto the other side of the belt. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start loading up both sides of the belt with seeds purely because I can, for no other reason than because I can. Can I get that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, that should do us. Okay, and this side, same story. Can I remove that guy, that one, that one. Now this has quality seeds in here as well, which will take a while to get flushed, but they will eventually get flushed by either being used or not being used, and that whole belt's full of nothing but mold. Okay, we definitely need to use the jelly nut faster. Okay, I've got to get rid of more of my jelly. Cool. Yeah, because you're coming here. Oh. No, it's a different problem. I need another belt. I need another belt. Can I copy that? Can I paste that there? Can I paste that there? And I'll paste it there. Okay, can I remove where we're up to? We're up to here. Cool. Alright, so that clears out this lot and this lot. And now I can grab one of these guys. Whoop, and put this here. And now I should be ready to go. Okay, so we've been crushing jelly and our yummy for quite some time to max them out. Make sure that these guys are running at full speed and have as much as possible. Can I put one of these guys here, I guess? And here, I guess. Yeah, Just need to create a whole lot of seeds, so that's exactly what we did. So with that done and this now empty, thank you. That can go away, that can go away. You're going to take ages to fill up all those belts. Rockets. I need to take rockets to, well, here. Yeah, the current existing entry. So we're going to grab rockets. How much are we outputting? We're only outputting less of, 60 onto a belt that can do 120 at least. Okay, can I put you here? Because it's going to be our lane balancer. And I actually have no idea where I want this. So let's go with this lane right here. And we're just going to go straight north. Yep, straight through everything, because everything here is eventually going to get removed. Probably fairly quickly. And I want to hit this. Best way to hit this is probably come through to here and then go straight through the bus. To there, I guess, and then to row report. Well, didn't need that row report. Can I go up, please? And rockets are over there. Okay, can we go left? And feed this in here. Okay, so that means this can be retired. A lot of this can be retired, actually. I don't think I need any of it anymore. Okay, with that done, rocket's going to take a while to head all the way up. You seem to be going fine. I added pipes. I forgot pipes. The other item I forgot was you. Can I have you do concrete? Concrete. Yep, we're going to need concrete down here as well, because the plan is this is going to replace everything we had in the original base. Also, probably at some stage, I need to do something about moving the hub down here and central storage, because the bots are flying a very, very long way to get anything done. So I need to have you brick. You need 60 brick. And I don't really... Do I make brick? Brick does go on the network. And you're making 16 brick. Okay, for right now, we're going to be very lazy, and we're just going to bring it down with robots. Pop, and can I have you limited to concrete in the network? What I do for the other ones, like a chest full? 10 stacks. Which would be 1,000. Okay, 1,000 it is. Okay, and you're going to be requesting in bricks. 1.6k, sure, no problem. All right, so that solves that problem as well. And one other problem I wanted to solve was under here, the quality upcycler. Can I put you right beside this mess, please? Yep, right there. And I really want you to make these. Because we have a problem. We'll get to this problem in just a second. But legendary stack inserters, this chest has 1.5k in it, and this chest has, well, 800. So legendary stack inserters is now something I have on demand without a problem. Also, legendary spoilage is something I definitely have on hand without an issue. Do they get made here? They don't get made here. Okay, so I need 2 lights. I just realized the problem with the blueprint. Can I do that? Much better. Okay, can I get... Where are we? 2 lights, pop. Can I get 7 of 1 display panel? Yep, and then 7 of those. Okay, alright. They can get done to the network, and that should get this guy up and running. After selected commoners arrive, he'll start making legendary rockets, because it's one of the few things I don't actually have. And the other thing I have a issue with potentially is... No, I need to put that down and set that to 0. The other thing I don't have is production. Fine. Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber, we're making like 7 per minute. Carbon fiber is required for the rocket turrets. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start mass making rocket turrets and recycling them, and hope we can get them upcycled to the correct version. Alright, so I want to get that done, and I also want to set up rockets down here. So carbon fiber, at the moment we're scrapping everything, and that's really the only thing we're making on this planet. Oh, and plastic. So plastic we have... Let's potentially have a stomper problem. I haven't spoken about the stomper problem. Stomper problem is sort of being supervised and taken care of by the artillery, but every single time I go look, they're already dead. No, that's a nothing burger. Can I see any of them wandering in? No. Yeah, the artillery is sort of taking care of the problem. No, we're doing robot speed. Science says that I can do, well, I guess we're going to do work of robot speed. Can we do artillery range? 512,000. Yeah, we can do that a few times. Can I throw that in there, and that in there, and that in there? That's only like 4 million. Okay. One of the problems we have with the artillery range, even though we're ranged all the way out here somewhere, and our pollution cloud is getting there slowly, artillery at very, very long range, they scan 1 chunk per minute. And considering how many chunks of unexplored territory we have, that's a lot of chunks that need to be explored. So it takes them quite some time to get around to exploring the next node and the next spot. Plastic, that's what I was trying to do. Plastic, we had 12 rocket silos. Can I get, we do them at these rocket silos? No, can we go to Vulcanus? Can we grab this? That's 10 rocket silos? Start with 10 rocket silos. Okay, can I go back to gleba? How well will these guys fit in? I don't need, well, actually, they should fit in with a decent amount of space either side. Okay, can I put you back to Vulcanus? Can I grab the whole lot? That's 40 rocket silos. Okay, how well do 40 rocket silos fit in? Very, very well. Cool. All right, can we remove this? Can I paste this? No, and I need to remove all of that. Can I paste this in here, I hope? Just dump it right in the middle. That's definitely our in. That's definitely our end. And plastic, 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 plastic. Plastic we left up here. Can I put a splitter in? Like so. And actually, can I put a splitter in over here instead? That seems a lot better. Alright, can I bring this to... I don't really need you there. Okay, I need to do science next. We're not going to get science done, obviously, in this episode. There's a lot to do to get science working. I can cut the whole thing. I know, thanks, bots. You're doing a wonderful job. You're doing the engineers... I don't know. The engineers work, that's for sure. The spoilage on this belt here. I can't get to that easily because of the long handle setup. Okay, can I try that as well? You're full of sulfur. Oh, because I moved that up the top. Oops. Can I move you down a tile? Can I put you here? And can I put you there? That explains why it's not working. Okay. Plastic. Yeah, I want to bring plastic into this tile. Let's go with that tile. Perfect. And then into there. Okay. So that'll bring plastic in. That'll load up those rocket silos with plastic. And hopefully means... And actually, you don't have to do that slow. You could be one of these guys. And actually, to cut back on inserters, you could do this. It's a way better idea, Jerry. Okay. Yeah, spoilage. Let's you clear the spoilage out here, and then you can go back to making more sulfur. More sulfur leads to more explosives. More explosives lead to more rockets go north. And I'm staying at the bottom whilst all this is happening at the top. Thing with space station, just go wandering off and you don't even pay attention to where you've gone. Okay, you're now running again, no problem, that's fine. And you are putting 5k in the network, 40k in the network. Cool. Alright, so rockets are there, they should get loaded up with a whole lot of plastic. An awful lot of plastic in all honesty, yep. And that should cover us for future launches. Does mean that I can discontinue this build. What's the best way to break this? The best way to break this is copy that and paste that there. and nutrients coming in and going on to the next build, which is doing sulfur, which has already been replaced. Yep. I don't need the sulfur build anymore either. So can we go to the sulfur get fed from? Sulfur gets fed from spoilage. So can I just add this to bypass that? Bioflux. Can I do filter spoilage? Right. That should work. And filter spoilage right. That should work as well. And that should kill off this build. Oh, hang on. Those nutrients come from here, which is rocket fuel, which can also get killed off. Can I copy that and paste that there, and there, and there? Cool. And I can grab the bioflux belt and do the same. Yep. That should kill each one of those builds, one by one. Bioflux itself I can kill off shortly, but basically the whole belt, the whole base in the north I can kill off. And how much iron do you use? 120. Oh yeah, you use over half a belt's worth for the rockets we get. That's fine. All right, so with those things done, I think I'm done for this episode at least. The common man, we're just going to leave, park out here in well, the depths of space and see how long it lasts, or if it just keeps lasting forever, or I get sick of the UBS drops. But next episode definitely means we're definitely at the time running to build science. I don't have any other options. I need to get science up and running because gleba science is holding us back so much. Also, obviously with the ups and downs, there's something wrong with the lab setup, so I also need to look at that. But all those things will happen in the next episode. I just wanted to feature the common man for it finally arriving to its destination. I do hope you enjoyed the lovely time lapses, and I hope Energetic at least found some decent music to put in the background. But with all that said and done, I'm going to call in this episode here. If you're interested in the blueprint for the common man, you want to have a bare basic dead-of-the-mill ship that can make you all the way out to the Shadow Planet, or you want to use up some of the vast amounts of real estate it has for solar panels to start doing some Promethean mining. Also, there's a decent amount of space down here and down here if you're willing to get into belt weaving. Then yeah, this could be a wonderful ship to bring back a whole lot of Prometheum at once. Actually, speaking of that, we should probably look at this guy and have him upgraded slightly. Yeah, in saying that, because of our shortfall with gleba science, we do have 500,000 science packs on board this ship right now, plus another load of Prometheum to go get more. Anyway, well, like I said, with all that said and done, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. Blueprints for the common man are available on Discord, and the blueprints for everything I have are always available out to Patreon members. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.